All right, let's jump right in. We are absolutely surrounded by numbers every single day, right? But today, we're going to focus on just one of them. And it's a number we probably take for granted, but it holds this incredible profound significance that pretty much shapes our entire reality. So let's dig into the hidden power of the number one.
Okay, so here's a big question for you. What is the most important number in the universe? Your mind might immediately jump to these huge, massive numbers like a googolplex, or maybe some elegant constant like pi. But what if the most important number in the universe is also the simplest one we know?
Yup, you guessed it. The star of our explainer today is the number one. It's the beginning, the single unit, the absolute foundation. And as we're about to see, its power is kind of hidden in plain sight, structuring literally everything from abstract thought all the way to the fabric of our physical world.
So first up, let's take a trip into the abstract world of mathematics. Because in here, one isn't just another number on the line. No, it's like a quiet giant, the fundamental bedrock that everything else is built on.
So in math, one has this really cool superpower. It's called the multiplicative identity. All that really means is that any number you can think of, you multiply it by one and it stays exactly the same. Now, this isn't some minor detail. It's the anchor that makes our entire number system stable and predictable. It's the silent, unchanging reference point for every single calculation we make.
Okay, so now let's pull this idea out of the abstract and bring it right into the device you're watching this on. Because that very same fundamental one has a whole other life, a parallel life, in our digital world.
And this is where you can see this fascinating parallel. In math, one is the foundational unit for counting, right? Well, in technology, it's the foundational unit for information. It's this perfect symmetry. The same core idea lets us build these abstract mathematical worlds and our very real tangible digital one. And it all comes down to this, the binary system. I mean, every single piece of digital information, every email, every photo, every second of this explainer you're watching, it's all built from a language that only uses two symbols, 0 and 1. Without the number one, our digital lives would be totally impossible. It's literally half of the entire alphabet for our technological reality. But this idea of a fundamental unit, it goes way beyond just the digital world. The power of one isn't just some human invention for math or for computers. Nope, nature figured it out a long, long time ago. The whole concept of a single, essential building block is fundamental to life itself. Just think about it for a second. All known life, from the tiniest little bacterium to the biggest blue whale, starts from this very principle. A single cell. It's the smallest fundamental unit of life, a complete little entity that carries the entire blueprint for an organism. It's biology's version of one.
And we can scale this idea way, way up, all the way to the cosmos. Each star you see in the night sky, including our own sun, is a single fundamental unit. It's an individual engine, a singular point of gravity that can hold an entire system of planets together, all while being just one of billions of other ones in a galaxy.
And that, of course, brings us right back home. In our whole solar system, out of all the planets we know of, Earth stands alone. It is the one place we are absolutely certain life exists. That uniqueness, that status as the one, gives our planet a value that's almost impossible to measure.
So we've seen one in math, in tech, and in nature. But what about us? What about humans? Well, we've been captivated by the idea of one for thousands of years, embedding it deep into our history, our cultures, and even our most profound beliefs.
You know what's incredible? Ancient civilizations, totally separated by huge distances and time, all arrived at the same critical idea. We have to create a symbol for one. Whether it was a little wedge in Babylon or a simple vertical line in Egypt, that simple mark was revolutionary. It made complex counting possible, it transformed trade, it let us keep records. I mean, it basically laid the groundwork for civilization itself.
But beyond just counting, one took on this deep symbolic meaning. It came to represent completeness, unity.
Just think of phrases like one people or one nation. This idea of a single, unified whole is so powerful that it actually became the spiritual bedrock for monotheistic faiths, all centered on the idea of one universal creator. And of course, this idea is all over our culture today. We're driven by the goal of being number one. It's the gold medal at the Olympics, it's the top of the charts, it's the ultimate symbol of victory. We don't really strive to be number two, do we? We aim for one. That simple number has come to mean the absolute peak of achievement.
So when you look back, the journey is just incredible. The number 1 evolved from a simple little tally mark, for counting sheep or whatever, into a concept that underpins all of abstract mathematics, powers our entire global digital network, and symbolizes the very height of human achievement. It's the ultimate multitasker. And that kind of brings us to a final thought. We've seen how the number 1 is just woven into everything. It's the unit, the unique, and the ultimate. It is the simplest symbol we have, and yet it is the foundation for pretty much everything we can build or even imagine. So, the real question, the one I'll leave you with, is this. What does the power of 1 mean in your world?